AITA for telling my brother his mistake wasn't in remarrying but in how he handled the process. My brother Frank 40 meters was widowed 6 years ago. 2 years ago he got remarried to Emily 38F. Frank has 3 children with his first wife, Eva 14F, No 13F and Harley 10 meters. Emily also has a son 9 meters and a stepdaughter from her ex-husband who she has custody of 102. Frank and Emily started dating just before the pandemic hit. The kids were not aware of the fact Frank was dating. He told them 2 months before the wedding. It was a month later he announced he was getting married and Emily and her kids were moving in. Frank's kids have adapted worse than Emily's kids. The kids have refused to take part in family activities, are distant and cold with Emily and her kids and have yelled at my brother multiple times, accusing him of replacing their mom and saying fuck Emily. They don't care about Emily. They don't want Emily, etc. Frank, Emily, Eva, Noah and Harley have started attending family counseling 7-ish months or so now. They have seen 3 therapists thus far because the kids would sit and sob per Frank's own words, and would not open up or engage, and each time the therapist ends up just talking to Frank and Emily. Frank started to complain about how mad the kids are at him. He said they were selfish for expecting him to stay single for the rest of his life. He said he's tired of them making no effort to make the blended family work. He said he hates how they work against it, and he hates how people treat him like he made a mistake when he remarried. He wanted to know if he wasn't entitled to his happiness, etc. I listened to him vent countless times. Last time he told me he felt I had something to say and I should just say it. I told him his mistake was never in remarrying, but in how he did it. He only told the kids he was dating 2 months prior to his wedding. Told them a month later he was getting married and 3 people were moving in and then married in. That 2-month timeline when everything was still very new and strange to them. I told him most kids will struggle with the idea of their parent moving on after divorce or the death of their parent. That's why people usually spend years dating and getting the kids adjusted, so they have time to process and work through their feelings, to work through the fresh wave of grief that hearing news like that would bring. I said dating and letting everyone get to know each other over a period of time and helping the kids through is the best way to make a blended family. He got mad at me and told me he shouldn't have to adjust his timeline for anyone, not even his kids. I asked him how he'd feel to hear Dad is dating someone 30 years after our mom died. He told me there is no way Dad would do that and fuck me for even suggesting it. I told him so he'd have a problem with it, but can't understand his kids having a problem with him doing it. He told me it's not the same and he's not judging Dad, but I'm judging him and that makes me an asshole hater.